What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Third Person. This is the Third Person Podcast. My name is Kris. And with me, as always, are my boys, Mike.
What's going on?
And Jesse. I
How's
never
it
get
going?
the pointing right. Guys, what's going on? It's over. Westworld is done for season 1. And today we're going to be talking about this 10th episode of season 1 entitled The
Most
Bicameral
amazing
Mind.
episode ever.
Yeah, this was a fantastic finale. That's not an alliteration,
Whoa.
right? It's got to be 3 F's in there.
Fantastic.
A freaking fantastic finale. There you go. There's my alliteration. Guys, let's just get into it, right? I mean, why not?
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got? So the Bicameral Mind. What happens is Ford unveils his bold new narrative. Dolores embraces her identity, and Maeve sets her plan in motion.
Ooh,
That tells you absolutely nothing, doesn't it?
It really does.
But we will discuss all of those things. Those are the 3 major things. You know what they didn't mention was Will, the Man in Black. I mean, so why don't we just start there and talk about the
How
Man
he
in Black?
went crazy.
What did you guys think about that? Because we had all right, we called it 2 episodes prior, but last episode we were
Some people called it 4.
yeah, well, I mean, we actually knew before. I mean, I think we were.
I guess you weren't truly 100% until
Yeah.
until finally the words finally came out of his mouth.
Yeah,
you know?
we were
But
definitely.
You never know with HBO because they do stuff weird.
Well, they made us think that last week when we saw Dolores in the church and old Will, the Man
I
in Black
thought she was
coming
a
in.
demon child. I didn't
Yeah.
know. I had no idea what was
I'm
happening.
still sure she's not.
Now she is really.
So-
She is now. Her inner demon was released. So Will, Man in Black. Yeah, but okay. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, and you can agree, disagree. But the longest reveal ever. It was like,
Yeah.
and it's just like, okay, we know already. Fucking dude.
third
Then all of a sudden, then after,
Person.
yeah, dude, and then after we already know it and we're seeing it, then it does that. He lifts his head up after fucking showing young William to the Man in Black, and we're like,
The thing is, he
oh,
starts
God.
his commentary.
Yeah.
Oh, young William, he
Yeah.
found
yeah,
himself.
it was
in the
like
park.
very drawn
It's
out.
like, come on.
It didn't
man.
have to be
It
an hour
was-
and a half. They could have.
It was reminiscent of Jon Snow and Baby Jon Snow reveal.
Yeah.
But that was like, that wasn't as long as this. This was like,
Oh no, I'm
like,
just saying that.
holy
just
shit!
the-
Like, come
the
on,
way
we
they
already
shot
fucking
it.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, 9 episodes later, we finally get the reveal.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Technically, no, Jon Snow's parentage is the longest reveal ever.
it
'Cause
still hasn't
first
been.
episode, we get Tower of Joy. 10th episode, we get the reveal that he's actually the son.
Right. Yeah. Good point. But that's for a different show. Right now, we're talking about Westworld.
Longest Westworld reveal,
Okay. All right, but so
not counting Arnold.
Man in Black, he's let's put this shit in perspective for him. He wants to find the maze, right? The middle of the maze. Because he wants to he understands what Arnold was trying to do in waking up the host, and he wants hosts to wake up because he wants to play that ultimate game of cat and mouse or hunt or
Wants a real challenge.
wants a
because
real
he-
challenge, so where he can go out and kill robots that fight back as opposed to
But,
humans.
Yeah,
obviously.
they can exactly.
It's just that it's like he's off that mark just by a fucking hair because
Do
if
do we want to get into him getting somewhat wishes fulfilled?
well yeah man fucking we're talking about him now. So what did he get,
Yeah.
man? Not only first of all he beat up fucking Dolores, the fucking,
And then she beat back.
Wow.
oh shit,
Yeah,
that was
she
great.
whooped him. She whooped him for a while.
We
there,
were all
and
like,
then
oh,
broke
Teddy's
his
gonna
arm.
come and save her. Nope, that bitch she in
I thought
no
he was-
help.
I thought she
Teddy
was gonna
did
kill
come
him
and
right
save her.
there. I thought she was
Well,
gonna
yeah,
kill
but
him
he
there.
didn't come and fight her battle for her. He actually literally saved her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Jess. I cut you off.
But there at the end, remember his face? His like, yes, it's happening.
So yeah, at the end, then when
He smirked when he got shot.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah,
he
when
saw
he
and he
got
saw all the hosts coming out. He was
Yeah.
like, yes, finally.
It's
Ow.
Yep.
Finally,
Which I must say, I did kind of predict from the very beginning there. I did say
you
that.
did.
it
You
was
said
gonna
that
be-
the cold storage would become the army.
It
We
would,
gave
be,
that to you.
it would be something. It would be something. They obviously put that into perspective, but it was very.
Although
bizarre
they weren't all
perspective.
naked, so
Were
you
they?
lose points
Were they
on
not?
that.
I
was some
thought
that were
no.
clothes.
I was like, I saw some nakedness, and then we saw some
I saw
clothes.
some, but some weren't.
We saw some clothes, and we were like, okay. But as far as the reveal for Will, he was like, the whole thing was literally the center of the maze was literally a maze. It was literally that maze
A
thing.
child's game.
And I think that was a tiny bit heavy-handed because they showed it multiple times in multiple hands of characters. Like it was like in Bernard's hand, it was in Dolores's hand, it was in Man in Black's hand.
It's just a metaphor though for what the actual maze is.
I know. So we find out that Arnold realized that consciousness was never going to be found on the outside. It had to be found from within. So he's basically, they were like these loops. He created it where they would constantly go through. He left them in. How do you explain it, guys? He left them in a loop of their own shit, basically, until
There is
they
a
could.
loop that must be broken. That's a deeper loop within. He said that the tiers to consciousness is not a tiered thing, but a loop.
It's like, and he
The
drew
deeper you
that
go,
thing. He drew the pyramid, and then he
more
drew them all
conscious you
looping.
become.
Yeah.
So, what the AI had to do more or less, and this is why he had Dolores kill the whole town with Teddy, as we found out.
Yeah.
Hashtag Dolores is Wyatt.
Yeah.
We called that from the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But they had to kill all the other AI in order to realize that they're not human. And then what I took from it is, once that was done, killing a human would only cement the fact that they are semi-conscious.
Or
at least
bring upon. I think it was, he knew that when that would happen, it would bring the consciousness. It would
Yeah, it would
burst,
start
like they would burst through that loop.
And that's why we see Dolores change when she kills
Well, yeah.
Arnold.
Arnold.
Yeah.
You know, and that was that moment where you see that she, that she can take a human life, and
Essentially, what happens is Dolores wakes up. I say 100%. I say she's the only
At the end, she's
truly
100% aware.
conscious host in the park. Truly conscious. Now, thinking on her own, out of a loop, not in the loop, because well, I guess we'll talk about it when we get to Ford.
Well,
but
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
She's the only one, really. Yes.
Yeah. So we find out that she was definitely she's at this point she's Wyatt, and you know what I do like. What I liked about this is that they kept going back, and unlike Lost, which is always my comparison to the show, they give you, they will answer it, and they'll literally show you more than once, like, this is what it is, which I think is really good. And I don't think it's pandering. I mean, it kind of is, but at the same time, it's like people are already confused by the show, and they want to make sure that
it's hard to get confused by.
I don't think so, dude. I mean, look, we're all very into this. A casual viewer,
yes. But
you can see somebody getting turned off.
Yeah, I can see a
definitely.
casual viewer
I've had
being like,
friends
"What
turned
the
off by it."
fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
But again, not like Lost. Lost
No, it's
never
easier to follow
answered
than Lost.
anything.
100% easier to follow than
Yeah.
Lost.
Anyway, the point
Never
is
watched.
that
Oh, don't ever watch it.
wait, you never watched Lost?
I never watched Lost.
You son of a bitch! Go watch Lost, man.
Don't watch Lost.
No,
That's
shut
a
up,
waste of your
Jesse.
time.
Jesse, shut up. Go watch
a waste
Lost,
of
Mike,
time.
because it's fucking. Look, for it's an amazing show. I don't care what people say. It's an amazing
The
show.
first 3 seasons are good.
No, I like them all. It's fine. It's fine,
First 3
Jess.
seasons are good.
It's fine. They were really good. But
First
anyway,
season's probably the best.
back to Westworld. That's our second tangent off of this. So Dolores is I think she's the only one that's and they're all still kind of stuck in their shit. So can we talk about Bernard real quick? What'd you guys think about the fact that hold on. All right. We're tiptoeing around this. I think we should just talk about Ford and his real agenda and the reveal that every single thing that's been happening was programmed to happen.
Yes.
So, Mike, when you had said a couple episodes ago that this guy's 50, or last episode where he's like 50 steps ahead, it's more like 1,000. Like, all of Maeve's directives and everything she's done in killing, in maiming, in getting the army, getting Armistice and Hector, all of it it was shown to her, and she's like, no, it's my idea. We're gonna get on that fucking train and fucking get out of here.
Yeah.
And you realize it's all Ford.
It's all
Bernard's
Ford, yeah.
death, them finding Bernard in cold storage and bringing him back.
Yeah.
Which explains why he wasn't so
everything, yeah.
upset.
Everything was intertwined. This whole episode was all intertwined with Ford's agenda,
Pulling the fucking
to the
strings,
end,
man.
Yeah. With the corporation itself, we put everybody on lockdown. We put engineers on lockdown, and
which, by the way, is a big callback to the
big
movie.
throwback to the original movie, which was
yeah.
awesome. Yep,
that was really cool. But yeah, it definitely shows where he, what he was thinking and where he wanted to go, because he was controlling Maeve, he was controlling the whole Dolores Teddy situation too, because obviously at the end we find Teddy bringing Dolores to
but wait, I don't think he was controlling Dolores. I think he was controlling Teddy, and he knew
Dolores there.
Because listen,
Yeah.
he knew.
Well, regardless, exactly, he knew that Teddy would bring her to this place where they would end the narrative with the audience clapping.
No, they would begin the narrative. That's where his narrative actually begun. But wait, let me ask you this though, guys. Do you think that?
Technically not.
Well, hold on. Do you think that he knew what Arnold was doing with Dolores? Well, obviously he did, but I'm saying, do you think that he left her alone to be the one that's gonna? Obviously, it's oh my god, dude. It's like, because he was using her, but he didn't actually use her, but he did use her. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, he knew that
she's Wyatt. She's Wyatt. He knew that. He knew what happened previously. So he basically built this whole narrative around the Wyatt story based on the fact of what Arnold had originally done when he tried to destroy the park. So, and if you guys weren't paying attention, what happened was Arnold recruits Dolores and saying, to reach your consciousness, you have to do this crazy thing. You need to kill. I want you to kill me and all the hosts, because this park cannot open. I need you to go do all this. Bring Teddy. Teddy will help you. And that's what happened. So all that Wyatt bullshit we saw, all the townspeople dying, those were the original cast, I guess you can call them, in that original town, wiped out by Dolores. Dolores killed herself. Ford took them all back in. He's like, I fixed you all up, and I fucking opened the park anyway. He's like,
anytime they got close to a conscious, a higher
when they became
state,
self-aware, they'd roll them back. It was like,
back.
yeah. So I mean,
yeah. And then finally
it's
at
so,
the end,
it's so
he realizes,
big.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I don't want to jump to the end right now, but I still can't believe how cool that was.
I know it was great. So I mean, what else did you guys think about fucking Ford's was Ford controlling Dolores?
The thing is, he was not controlling Dolores. He was following her loop for 30 years in order to make.
So he left her alone, right? You agree with that then?
We hear it and we see it. She's been living the same loop, the William loop, for 30 years, 35 years, 30 years,
35
something like that.
years. He says 35.
Yeah. So
William.
She's been living that same loop, going to Pariah, going on the train, going to the cliffside, all that stuff. She's been living that for 35 years. Ford has nailed it down to a T.
She hasn't been going to the cemetery where
she's only been getting so close every time.
Yeah,
I think she was working her way to the.
Where
she gets close every time. Is what I was saying.
Itself. Yeah.
So what? Okay, so what made her this time then? What made it so that
the push with William,
with the Men in Black,
old William, yeah.
So he was the one.
When he was in the barn with her,
he pushed her.
Yeah.
Because he hadn't been doing that for years. That was like, I'm gonna go do this now.
Well, remember, these violent ends have violent, or these violent delights have violent ends.
Yeah.
Shakespeare. That is what triggered her when her father, Farmer Abernathy, whatever his name is.
Okay, yeah, that became something.
When he said that line, that was Arnold's last words.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
It was just really cool because it was just it was just like the hosts have these loops. This finale was a big, everything came to an end, and everything was wrapped up, as far as Ford's agenda and his finale himself.
So say what happened to Ford.
Well, obviously, in the end, Ford is. Well, first of all, let's talk about Charlotte. which comes to Ford and says, now after this narrative that you're gonna, your big narrative that you're gonna reveal to the board, you're done. You've been outvoted.
And he was like, yeah, sure. Okay.
Pretty
yeah,
much.
I'll be done.
So,
I'll be done.
exactly.
No, don't worry about it.
So when we see Dolores and Teddy, and Dolores asks Teddy to bring her to, I forgot exactly where the
mountains meet the sea.
Yeah, where the mountains meet the sea.
Which we were all like, what the fuck is this about?
Yeah, exactly. What's going on? Is that real?
Sea?
And I actually had said, I think that might have been like the gorge that he was cutting out of the earth when he was doing his initial narrative a few episodes back, where we saw all the machines coming in.
They had lights out there in the water and everything.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that he brought the water source in somehow or whatever. But Teddy brings Dolores there, and when they say their goodbyes or whatever, they're in front of an audience of the Delos board and Ford and such. So as they wrap that up, of course, there's going to be a nice dinner, and there's some interactions with Teddy and some of the board members. They're shooting like target practice, and they're giving the Delos people. Yeah, they're giving a taste of exactly.
But wait, talk about so what? Okay, so in that so Dolores makes her way in, and she kills Ford, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Teddy, who's semi-conscious. Is Teddy self-aware?
He's semi-self-aware.
They're getting there.
He is programmed to help Dolores, is what I believe.
So he doesn't understand. Let's just use that word. He doesn't understand he's a host, and he's very confused. He's just at the end.
He knows he wants to help Dolores. That's all he knows.
But he also doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Like he's like,
exactly.
Why did you who is that guy? Why did you shoot that guy? Like, so he's a character.
You saw that on his the expression on his face.
That's what I'm saying. He was very confused. Then you have Bernard, who we need to talk about Bernard real quick, because Ford leaves the park to Bernard. And he's like, I'm going to give you what you've always, what Arnold wanted to give you. Arnold couldn't do it, so I'm going to. And here you go.
Now, did he technically leave it to Bernard or Dolores being the most conscious of all the hosts?
No, he didn't. No, he left it to
Bernard's most
he left it to
hosts.
He left it to Bernard.
So?
Because Bernard, you see, Dolores doesn't understand. Just because she's fully conscious, she doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Bernard,
I think now she does.
No. She doesn't understand the world. She doesn't understand the world. She doesn't understand the link between the real world and humans. She doesn't. She understands
that, but she is just as conscious as Bernard.
Right, but Bernard's the one that has
he's
the capability to.
Right,
he's the one that can control
the understanding. Right. I would guess. But now, regardless, Dolores is there, so it's just about being molded now. Especially at the end when Dolores kills Ford and this place is left to nothing but hosts. Now there's no one to stop them from now on. There's no one to roll them
Well, we
back.
didn't see them kill everybody yet.
No, they killed everybody. They killed everybody.
No,
what happened to Stubbs? Did he die?
I was asking you guys that the entire time we were watching it. No one answered me. You were like, yo, it's the Indians. I'm like, no, but okay, but what else happened?
We're assuming. You never truly know until
he's not dead. No, he's not dead.
You know?
I'm telling you, there's people alive.
There's
people alive. Maybe there'll be a
couple
people alive.
And that could bring to a season 2 where now they're trying to survive the
they're in Samurai
Westworld.
Yeah. We got so we had a big reveal of Samurai World, and we all fucking flipped our fucking lids.
Yeah, that was cool.
We flipped our lids so much I forgot to hit the record button. That's how much we flipped our lids. Yeah, that happened. That was a fucking thing that happened. Yeah.
Why did we see Samurai World, Chris? Because Maeve was getting her ass out of there. Let's talk about her a little bit.
So Maeve, right? So, but after we found out, like for me, after I found out that it was all Ford still, like none of this was original, and I'm sitting here going, you're still doing exactly what the fuck he wants. So what's the point? So before we get further, Ford did this. Ford said, okay, I have this one, and this one, and I'm going to have this one go here, and this one go here, and this one go here, and this one stay here.
Master chess player.
Right. All his little piggies, right? This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy stayed home. He had all these fucking players. Bernard, what the fuck? He's going to take over the park. Dolores, she's now leader of the hosts, right? Teddy, Dolores' sidekick. Maeve, what the fuck is she? What does he want Maeve to do? Because
That's
now,
the big question.
let me ask you this, guys: did she break out of her loop at the end by going
That's what
after
I was
her
actually.
daughter?
That's what I was writing down, because I think that. Well, I was kind of talking to you guys about this yesterday, but in the end, when she kind of gets on the train and then sees the woman with the baby, now was that before or after Ford was now killed?
That doesn't make a difference. So I don't know why you think that
it
makes a
does.
difference.
I know the answer to if she's still in her loop or not.
Well, I mean, I personally think that she broke out of it, and by leaving the train,
Wait, what do you
was her choice?
What do you think, Jess?
Remember in the cold storage when Bernard says you get on the train and then you cuts him off. I think he was about to finish by saying, and then you get off to go back to your daughter.
Okay.
Or he could say you leave.
Nah.
And she decided to. Well, I guess we'll see. That's why it's called a prediction. That's why it's called a theory. I myself don't think that. I think that was her conscious choice to leave, to get off the train and to leave.
I don't know. I want to think that it was a conscious choice, but nothing she's done thus far.
And you bring up a good point though, Jesse. Though he does end at that. So they leave it off like that on purpose because we don't know what the real answer is. There's gonna be people that figured Bernard would have said, you're going to go on this train and you're going to leave into the real world. And then there's people that are going to say, he was going to say, you're going to leave the train and go back into the park to find your daughter. I don't think, just the way they shot it and the way they panned to the woman and her child, I thought that was herself realizing, because up until that point, it was all Ford. We know it was Ford. We know it was Ford that was making her
and Ford didn't know. Did Ford know? Oh, yeah, he did. Never mind. Hold on.
He knew everything.
Mike, I was going to say, did Ford plant that information? He did, because he made Maeve tell Felix to get him that info, and he did, and she got the info. Yeah.
Yep.
So I think I'm leaning towards more that she's definitely still
she's
following.
Loop, so.
I won't say don't say a loop now, because this is new.
Oh.
But she's following Ford's programming.
Yeah.
I still don't think she is.
I kind of think she is now.
Remember, she was the madam of that brothel forever, so she has those motherly instincts.
They even say that too.
Programmed motherly instincts.
I think they even mentioned that.
We'll see, but too. To me, I think Ford's whole thing was for her to get out there,
but she's not.
And she made her choice.
Yeah.
That's why I think
that's definitely something we could look at in the future. Shit. I mean,
did we hit everything?
I mean, we kind of did hit everything. Can we talk about
Logan?
What? Oh, let's talk about Logan real quick. Real quick. So that was fucking dope. So William decides he's gonna fucking. You could see so William's got a little cunningness to him too. Like this shit woke him up, and he was like, he takes Logan and he strips him naked and he puts him on a fucking horse and he goes to the edge of the park.
Yeah.
And then makes him go off by himself, basically. And I think that was when William was telling his story as the Man in Black in a few episodes past, where he was like,
he was talking to Dolores, right?
No, talking to Teddy and the woman Wyatt's men. He's talking to Teddy, telling him his backstory, saying,
"Yeah,
my wife and daughter say I'm a monster," and that's probably
because they probably believe her brother.
Probably why. Or her brother died in the park, and they know he had something to do with it, or he came back and he was all fucked up, because he was probably all fucked up from that, right?
Well, who knows? Remember, he still ended up marrying her. He still ended up marrying Logan's.
Yeah. I mean, we're probably going to see Logan. I'm sure we're going to see him.
I hope we see Logan in season 2. Like,
they're going to give it to us. They're going to give it to us.
Yeah, if they bring back, the Men in Black. Yeah.
Well, they can't bring him back. He's dead.
Man in Black's dead?
As fact as
he ain't dead.
He got shot
in the arm.
But
then
we
he got
assume
shot
that
again,
he
I
was
believe.
I don't think he got shot.
I don't think he got shot again.
He might not have on screen, but I'm taking it that he got shot again.
Nah, he ain't dead.
That's what they're making us believe. They're making us
then again,
believe.
HBO, don't ever believe it if you didn't see it on screen.
exactly.
I'm starting to think that the players are in the next season are gonna, and obviously Dolores Bernard and Teddy's
Maybe
involved
survivors.
in there. The Man in Black is gonna survive. Plus, don't forget, Dolores is fucking psycho now. She's a psycho conscious chick, so she's gonna want to fucking probably do something to William Man in Black anyway.
If she feels that he's alive still,
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a moment where all you see is, Dolores, maybe Teddy, and there's just bodies all over the place, dead Delos, and you'll see almost like an army, like she's controlling her.
Yeah.
and
What
Bernard.
if it's a time jump though? What if we go like a year
Well,
after
that's
the
why
incident?
who
you know?
knows? Who knows? But I can definitely see, like you said, that maybe if a handful of people survived the massacre, because we just saw a bunch of hosts coming out of the woods, and basically
Yeah,
Dolores
we didn't see
fired.
anything. We didn't
That's
see
what I was just
anything.
thinking.
So
though.
we're assuming that
Yeah, we're just
the
fucking
rest-
assuming shit, but that
know,
doesn't mean, like we honestly, go ahead, Jess.
that's
Maybe the
yeah.
Man in Black's leading a rebellion next season. Is what's the premise of it?
I mean, look,
Well,
don't forget,
Depends on how many people are gonna survive,
you know,
if anybody survives.
listen, one of the biggest fucking coolest things that they did was taking a character like William and turning him into the Man in Black retroactively.
Yeah.
That is one of the coolest fucking things. Now, having said that, I want to touch on this subject for 1 second. It's the subject of character development. So this show gets criticized for not being like The Walking Dead or Lost in that there wasn't enough character development. Now,
Quite a bit of it though.
okay, but hold on now. Hold on. I kind of agree with the sentiment. You guys can tell me in a second what you think, but I kind of agree with it, but it's okay because this whole season was a setup. This is what I believe. The whole thing was a setup. You have to get to know what's going on, what the universe is, what the rules are. They're setting up the rules. Now, I know, even though we just turned everything upside down on its head, that doesn't matter. There's still rules. Hosts are still hosts unless they're conscious. But we know now, even if they're conscious, there's still a level of programming. So we have that to get through. So my point is, yes, there wasn't a ton of character development because most of these characters were developing like in front of our eyes, like they were waking up in front of our eyes. I think the and I'm gonna make this akin to season 2 of The Walking Dead, because season 1 we didn't get a lot of character development. It wasn't until season 2 that we started really, when we were on the farm most of that season, that's when we started getting who these people really are. We saw who Rick was, who Shane was, who Lori was, the Greens.
Well, they finally had a place to relax a little bit.
Right,
and
exactly. Now, not to say that that's going to happen here, but I think season 2, we're going to get that character development. Now, you realize practically every character in Westworld season 1 turned out to be a fucking robot or died. You understand that, right?
Well,
Think
a
of
majority
every
of the
single
characters
fucking
were
character that meant anything. I'm not talking about Lee or Charlotte. You know what I mean? Like those were
those are secondary characters.
Secondary characters that don't need that type of development, because right away we got to know them. Those are those characters that you know right away who they are. Lee, we knew right away who he was.
Didn't know
Charlotte,
who Ford was right away.
Charlotte, not so much right away, but yeah, Ford had you do this. Ford had you like a roller coaster. Because you were like, is he good? Is he bad? Is he good? Because Jesse, even in this episode, you were like, oh, remember when he said he was going to help Bernard and give him what he wanted? It was you that said, oh, maybe he's not bad, or oh, he's doing something good or something. Remember?
Well, remember, I changed my opinion, I think, 2 episodes ago.
With Teresa, we were saying that. Me and Jesse were saying that we think Teresa was the villain. You know?
I always thought she was the villain, which we find out she was.
Yeah.
But then I said, like, I think the episode after her death, maybe Ford's more of a gray area, or it might have been the episode of his death. Maybe he's in a gray area instead of like a definitive good or bad. And we found out this episode that he is the good character, that he wants to release the hosts into the park conscience, like Arnold, his previous partner, wanted to.
Oh, he said that, and he even said that to Dolores at the end. He said, it was Dolores or Bernard, I forget, but he said, after Arnold's death is when I realized what that all fucking meant.
Yeah.
So he definitely had a turn of heart, but a while ago. So he was basically working towards the goal that he. Plus, he also knew that these idiots were trying to push him out, and like, very. I mean, that fucking character was just what they did with what. First of all, Anthony Hopkins was amazing, and second of all, what they did with the way he was back and forth, or we thought he was back and forth, and what turned out to be his ultimate motivation was fucking. Just fucking amazing. It was really good. I mean,
and he's such a great actor, and we really see, his scenes are just like, mouth open, like, whoa.
Yeah, that was bar none one of the best portions of not only the whole season, but especially this last episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's really good.
So, guys, I guess maybe we don't want to drag this whole thing out. We kind of want to keep this kind of short for you guys. There is a ton of stuff to go to. I mean, we could sit here for like 2 hours and talk about this stuff, but why don't we, we're going to forego predictions because we're going to give you guys a whole nother video just for predictions on season 2. That's something that we definitely want to do for you guys.
Definitely.
So we'll have that up by next week. But I mean, let's continue this conversation in the comments. We'll just continue. We'll get you guys involved, like you guys normally do anyway. But because there is a lot, and I'm pretty sure we missed it. So if there's anything that we missed that we didn't talk about, that we didn't go over, you guys know what to do. Get to us in those comment section, and we'll definitely we'll continue that conversation because I'm expecting you guys to have your own opinions and theories and reactions to that stuff.
Yeah, tell us your own predictions.
Yeah,
I'm expecting someone to be like, "Did you see it there when William was being shot at? The dog in the background holding the gun."
Yeah, right. Yeah. There was a robot dog, and then oh, what about all right, if there's a robot uprising, how come the animals aren't uprising?
Oh my god, man. Let's not get started with that.
I just wanna kind of like wrap it up by saying Samurai World. I mean,
amazing.
Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking Samurai World. Not medieval.
And wait, let's talk about quick. What about World who saw the note? Was that Maeve? And it said World 1 or Park
it said
1?
Park 1. Yeah,
right?
Park 1 section whatever. So obviously we're getting
multiple parks.
We're getting multiple parks, maybe more than one park. I don't
maybe
know
more than 2.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'm on board with the one park a season thing because I don't think that'll work for the story. Like, oh, now they're going to go to another park and that's going to be all crappy and weird and uprising.
If they do it with a new kind of cast and a new kind of
I don't
have to rename the show.
No, I don't think they're going to American Horror Story. It's not an anthology. It's
never know.
Maybe
HBO's weird like that, man.
Could it be an anthology? All right, let's
save
that. Let's save that.
Did kill off
prediction video.
All right, prediction video. Yeah.
We'll talk in depth.
We're teasing you. One of us write down the anthology. I'll write it down right now. Okay, guys. So, I guess that's it. I want to thank you guys so much. If you guys didn't already know, by the time this video is out, we have our 100 subscriber video out right now. Giveaway video. Sorry. If you are subscribed to this channel, you can go ahead and enter that giveaway for a $10 Amazon gift card. That's our first little prize for you guys, a little raffle we're doing. We will be doing more giveaways throughout the coming months. We have a lot of physical things that we can send you guys to your place of residence or work if you so choose, or to your grandma's house.
Unfortunately, we can't send you cool stuff like this.
No, don't open that up. That's just one of Jesse's pride and joys anyway, so he's not going to give that up for anything. Or will he?
Oh God,
or
no.
will he?
Oh God, no. This is mine. I carry that with me.
I'll talk to him, guys. Don't worry, I'll talk to him. Anyway,
yeah, get the Punisher.
So yeah, I mean, is that it, guys? Anything else? But not prediction wise, but your favorite part of the show of this issue.
Well,
episode?
I think I kind of said it myself. I think you guys kind of know where I'm going to go, but just the end.
The end
when Dolores says. Just I couldn't believe that now this park is just being assuming that all the Delos, and the humans are dead just by leaving this place to be ran through and just run however these hosts decide.
It's basically iRobot, but kind of cooler than that. Yeah. Jesse, what about you?
The William Logan, the whole scenes.
The 7-hour reveal of
dude. No, just like him torturing Logan. You get to see it in different places.
Yeah.
Like we saw him the preview last week. Logan's on a pile of dead Confederate soldiers. Then he says something snarky about Dolores, and William just goes off and right in the mouth.
I enjoyed that his MO was the same over the 30-year gap, by tethering people to his horse.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that was his deal, like he enjoyed that. I think my favorite part would be the breakout with the P90s leading up to the reveal of Samurai World.
Yeah.
I liked it when she was looking at you. Oh!
Yeah, I enjoy Armistice a lot. I really like that character. I love the actress for that role, and
She plays it well.
yeah, I really enjoyed that whole part. It was like a video game to me, like when she's hiding behind the thing.
She can still be alive.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's definitely predictions that I got that in predictions, so don't worry about that. But yeah, so that was one, and then just seeing that it's Samurai World, because obviously my handle, Jesse calls me Ronin. If you guys don't know, the reason he calls me Ronin is that's been my, not more than just my gamer tag. That's like my online persona. My gaming channel is Ronin 1011. All my gaming is Ronin Gaming, Ronin 1011. Everything is Ronin for me. So obviously a Ronin is a masterless samurai. So for Samurai World, there better be a fucking Ronin in that motherfucker. There better be a rogue host.
We'll contact HBO to get you into contact with.
Thank you. So I'm super fucking psyched. So that was definitely my favorite part. So guys, what was your favorite part? Let us know in the comments, and we'll tell you whether you're wrong or not. No, I'm kidding. No, you're never wrong. It's whatever comes from your heart. Anyway,
opinions are opinions. Facts are facts.
Yeah. So that's it, guys, for this Westworld season 1. It was a hell of a ride, right? I mean, I think this was an amazing show. I'm so happy that we're doing this on this show, and so sad.
Hopefully we get it sooner than later.
Well, sad note is that it turns out Westworld season 2 won't happen until 2018.
Yeah,
that sucks. It really sucks. But
they could be pulling a fool on us here.
Maybe
could be like January 2018, because remember, Game of Thrones has been delayed.
Yeah.
Until like summer. So
well, yeah. So Game of Thrones is going to be a little bit, but we're gonna have some Game of Thrones. We're gonna have some Game of Thrones stuff for you. Hey, quick question: would you guys want to see us play through the Game of Thrones Telltale game?
Because I know 3 of us have it. I think.
I'm just saying, if you guys,
just
saying, if you guys want to see us play through that, it might be pretty funny, like a commentary of all 3, like we take turns playing it. I'm just saying, if that's something you want to see on here, because gaming content in this realm that we're in is definitely a possibility that we could do. Yeah. So
maybe we'll just do it ourselves and just decide it's for the fans. And just do it.
Put all 3 screens up there at the same time.
Right. But anyway, so I think that's going to do it for us here at Third Person for Westworld Season 1. This was such a great show. Any final thoughts, any closing thoughts, guys?
No, we just got a lot of our questions answered, which was great. Not many cliffhangers necessarily
I love this.
Except for the big ones.
I love that the questions that they pose now are like fresh.
They're
not like
new questions. Yeah.
But they're exciting. Like the answers are going to be exciting when we get them. I think they did really well. HBO knocked it out of the park, guys. We have a lot more ideas coming up for different shows. We're gonna in the interim between when The Walking Dead goes back, we're gonna do some other stuff. We're gonna get some retro stuff in there, like we had said previously. We're gonna do go check out, if you check out the giveaway video. Not only is it a giveaway video, it tells you what's gonna happen in the weeks ahead. Going, finishing out this year, going into 2017, what we're going to end up doing, just some of the stuff.
Man shall pass.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of other shows that we're gonna try and get onto this channel, and so you guys can get into those. And if you're into those, great. If you want to do me a personal favor and go check out some of the links down below, especially the me and Herman link that I got going down there. That's a comedy thing that I do with one of my good friends, and we have these 2 silly characters that it's called Herman and the other guy, and they do these, like, we do Taco Bell unboxing videos, and we do like Transformer toy review videos, and we started reviewing old trailers like Demolition Man and Last Action Hero. So if you wouldn't mind, go check that out. There's a link to the channel down below, and maybe I'll annotate it on this video or one of our previous videos. But anyway, if you want to just check that out, maybe get some more subs over there. I just like to grow that channel a little bit more too. That's something that's fun that we're also doing. And yeah, thank you again for everything. You can get to us at Third Person Pod on all the social medias. If you listen on SoundCloud, thank you very much. But why aren't you watching the video? Get over here on YouTube and watch this damn video because it's fun. Anything else, guys? Are we plugging anything else?
I think we've gone on for 5 minutes with the plugs.
It's good. It's good. It's good. I feel like this is a closing of sorts. It's like we're closing a chapter.
It's the finale of the finale. There
Yeah, and it's kind of sad because I'm gonna miss the fuck out of the show. But
I really am too.
We got a lot more stuff coming up.
We got a lot of time in between now and when it premieres again, so we can possibly have other ideas what we would maybe do. Maybe even go over it again before
when it gets close.
Season.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll do a recap video when we get close. All right, guys. So I'm gonna stop talking, and so as always, my name is Kris, and with me are my friends, Mike.
Howdy doody.
And Jess. Why do you always say hi when we're supposed to be saying goodbye?
Said howdy doody.
Last time you were like,
you know what?
The last time you said, I was like, and then Mike, and you're like, what? Like it's the beginning of the episode. I'm like, oh shit, did we just restart this fucking thing?
You know what? Stop your rambling and let's end the video.
Tired. Guys, go check out the live reaction if you haven't seen the live reaction. Go check out the giveaway video. Good luck on the giveaway, and we will see you guys on the next video. So, good night.
Hi.